Hello YouTube. This is going to be a quick update video about some antiquing that I've done. I saw Aristocobb did a video that CVS is having a 75% off sale because they're no longer going to be selling tobacco products. So the nearest one to me was in Watkins Glen, and I decided, you know what, I'll drive out there, see what they have. The only thing they had left were the big tins of Captain Black. Nothing else. Everything else was gone. So I'm like, this trip is going to be a bust. But then I thought, you know what, I'll go into the antique shops in town, see what there is. Because normally I go through, see if there's anything new. And the first antique shop I walked into, they had a display cabinet full of pipes. I was like, maybe this trip won't be a bust. Because I had been there like a month earlier, and they weren't there then. So they must have come in sometime in between those two visits. And in the case, there were quite a varied assortment of larger pipes. None of them were on the small side. But the thing was, a lot of them, like the stems were mismatched, or it was just the bowl or just the stem, and they didn't have one that matched. So I picked out the 5 out of like 12 that they had that were actually a complete set, bowl and stem. And the lady in the back was saying, well, we want to sell them all as a group because it'll just make it easier for us. And I was like, I don't need 12 pipes, most of which don't actually have things that match up to each other. And I was like, well, will you separate them? Yeah. She said, yeah, but we'll have to increase the price a little bit. I said, well, okay, but I'll just take a few because I don't need all of these. So I picked out the 2 out of the 5 that were complete that I wanted. And I paid $25 for them. And here they are. First one is a mid-70s Jobey Stromboli with a really cool blue acrylic stem, or is it blue acrylic or lucite? Either way, it's very cool. There were some teeth marks on the bottom of it, so I just put a softie on the end. And these newer softie bits are big, and they don't fit in the smaller pipe, so this is one of the few where the stem is actually big enough for it to stay on. And I've heard it's a crapshoot with these, but this one seems to smoke really well. And all these pipes were, other than the fact that stems didn't quite match up, were fairly well looked after because none of them were charred at the top or had burnouts or were scraped from where he might have reamed them. And the other one I found that I got excited about was this. It's a mid-70s GBD. And so yeah, I got a real good deal on these. $25 for the pair. And this one alone on eBay goes for anywhere from $10 to $30. This one goes anywhere from $50 to $100. I'm just saying the recently sold prices, so yeah, I made out good. And they both smoke really well. This one, the stem was a little bit like malformed or something. Like it wouldn't fit incorrectly, so it wouldn't go all the way in. I just sanded it a little bit, and it works fine now. Both smoke really well. Neither of them had any bad flavors. They both smelled sort of sweet, so I'm guessing he smoked mostly aromatics. That'll about do it. I'm heading off to college soon, so watch the background. Might change in the next video. I'll catch you guys later, and have a nice evening, day, whatever.